Welcome to Crimson Tide Connection, your home for Crimson Tide sports, and I'm joined today by the head coach of the reigning national champion Alabama women's golf team. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Christopher. Good to be here.
Coach Potter, what have you seen from your team since the fall that has kind of impressed you a little bit? What kind of progress have you seen from them?
Well, I've really been impressed with their desire to come out and practice on days that weren't real conducive to it. And we've had a lot of rain. It hasn't been real cold, but we've had to hit from inside out, and we have to putt inside a great deal. But we gave them some challenges, drills to accomplish over the winter, and they've been kind of gung-ho about doing that too. So they've been interested, they've been focused, and they're really ready to get going.
Is that having to practice indoors a lot, maybe not outside? Does that kind of go to the mental aspect of the game? You have to make sure you're kind of mentally sharp too, to kind of stay focused?
Well, yeah, and there are a lot of things, if I think back to the national championship, there are things we can do better, situations that emotionally and mentally we can control better. And so we can spend time hitting from inside out, working on routine, working on emotional control, hitting different shots, imagining situations and preparing for them. That all can be done from inside. The only thing you don't get are the different lies, ball above your feet, below your feet, things like that.
Well, Coach, your next tournament coming up this weekend is at the Lady Puerto Rico Classic. Can you talk about that tournament and just the course? You've had some success there in the past.
Yeah, we've played very well there. We won a couple of years ago at Cocoa Beach. It's on another golf course now. And the last time we were down there, we won on that one as well. So we have some good feelings and thoughts about it. I think Stephanie won individually as well the last time we were there. It's just nice to get in a good climate, have some fun, be able to practice and play in shorts and short sleeve shirts. So I think that appeals to us. But they're anxious and ready to go too. So they're very excited.
Coach, you've got a lot of leadership or experience on this team with Stephanie Meadows, Jennifer Kirby, and Hannah Collier. Can you talk about them and what are they meant to this team, and what are you expecting from them kind of leading the group?
Well, if you think about Jennifer Kirby, she's a senior, but her freshman year we won our first SEC. Her sophomore year we won the NCAA Regional, our first, and then her third year we won the NCAA Championship. So, words can't express what she's meant to our program.
Right.
And then Stephanie's a junior, and she has already set our individual career win total at 5, and certainly has the capability of winning many more. Has won the British AM, has closed out the Curtis Cup for Great Britain and Ireland. So 2 players on the same team like that don't come along very often. And then throw in the improvement that Hannah Collier continues to make. And the fact that she birdied the last 2 holes for us to win the national championship, and it's really solid nucleus.
Well, to go along with that solid nucleus of upperclassmen, you brought in freshman Emma Talley back in the fall. Can you talk about her and what does she bring to this team, and what improvements have you seen from her from maybe day one? Well,
we had to replace Brooke Pancake, and Brooke accomplishments both on the golf course and in the classroom are unprecedented in Alabama golf. So tough to replace Brooke, but Emma has played in 2 U.S. Opens, made the cut in the U.S. Open this past year when none of our current or former players did. So clearly Emma can play. She averaged, I think, around 73 in the fall season, which is about what Stephanie averaged her freshman year. So they're very similar, their games are similar, and I look for Emma to break loose at any time and kind of replicate or exceed what she did as a junior, which was record-setting.
Right. And then, of course, you're looking for someone to kind of step up and solidify that 5th spot. Who have you maybe seen, and what are you looking for out of that 5th spot?
Well, the key to competing in women's college golf is depth, and someone's going to have an off day, so that spot is really important. The great thing we have is competition. We have 3 girls with outstanding credentials that are competing for that spot every day. Courtney McKimm's the North Carolina amateur champion. Johanna Tillström is on the Swedish national team, and Daniela Lendl had a remarkable junior career and has really improved a lot over the last year and a half. So, they continue to go head to head, and the great thing about golf is whoever shoots the lowest score wins. So they know that their job is to continue to improve and shoot lower scores.
Well, Coach, I have to ask, whether it's when you're out recruiting or going to some of these events, when you're going there as the reigning national champions, what is that like for you, and has it changed any maybe from the past? Have you noticed anything different?
Really in recruiting, at first all the other coaches were approaching Susan Rosensteel and myself, and we talked about it a lot. But and we're getting a lot more interest from internationally from more and more really good players.
Right.
But that's kind of old news now,
Right.
and I think it's important that our girls understand that and realize that we have a job to do now.
Right.
What we did last year, it doesn't matter. The experiences we gained from last year are very important and beneficial to us, but just because we won a championship, this is a new team.
Right.
The challenges are different, and it's our job to address those and continue to improve.
So now you're focused on winning this year's national championship.
We are focused on the first tee shot at Puerto Rico.
And good luck this weekend at that first tee shot at the Lake
Thank you.
Puerto Rico Classic.
Thank you.
For head coach Mick Potter, I'm Chris Freeland. That's it for this edition of the Crimson Tide Connection.